So Hank parks his pickup truck and he looks over at his neighbor and he says, "Well, hey there, Randall. Been hunting, huh?" And Randall turns on that hose and he washes off some blood, yes, from his hand. And he says, "No. Hijacking America's lifelines." Make that video if you hijack call to me. 911 Flight 93 taking over a decade of asking. Call up all AT&T employees, try to call me with them on speakerphone, tell them. You can AT&T those phone records, we got PHONEGATE on video. See a vapor trail? Be on the side of those driving the tanks, the jeeps, the jets, the side of children and truth. Make a video if you hijack call to me. And yes, remember to call up AT&T executives. Put their numbers on the backs of their fibs and try to call me with them on speakerphone. Tell them, you can AT&T those phone records all you want. America has your PHONEGATE on video. I have your PHONEGATE on video. Timestamp on your phone number dialed. It's compromising our security as individuals, families, and as a nation. Get it on video. AT&T's PHONEGATE. The helicopter. 911 Flight 93 checking posting 5. You trying to call me? Melton. You want to know why your family's lifeline is being hijacked? Why AT&T is a threat, a very active threat to America's security. 424-229-4140. Make the video, post the video. Whatever you get when you don't get me. With AT&T's executives on speakerphone, put their numbers on the backs of those fives, these fives. Hand them out at church, at work, at school, at that military base, at that college campus, at everywhere. Oh, some birds are flying. Tell everyone, get AT&T on speakerphone. They've got 150 million subscribers. Tell every single one of them to put them on speakerphone. Try to call me and tell them we got a video of your PHONEGATE, your hatred of America, your threat to our security. We got a video of that. I'm making it right now with you on speakerphone. Tell them that. You can AT&T phone records all you want, and they have done quite that for the past decade. Not one 911 Flight 93 check in that decade. No certified mail as well. That's why I tell you to call up those colonels and generals. But AT&T, tell them you're making a video of their threat to America's security, their hatred. Post. Tell everyone else too as well. Remember, AT&T employees love noise. They love being intentional about harassing a man in a wheelchair. And you. I've been asking for a 911 Flight 93 check for over a decade, and I've yet to get one. That's you picking up your phone, calling me. 424-229-4140. And actually reaching me and knowing your phone works all the time. Not one 911 Flight 93 check call in over a decade. No mail about the 93 checks or any other. About my imagery or any of my other videos. So yeah, put the numbers of AT&T employees on the backs of this 5. It's a 4x6 photo. 10 cents, 20 cents if you don't know where to shop. And yeah, the generals is are in there because of the stolen mail. So put the numbers of generals on the backs of these fobs. They don't know what a 911 plate 93 check is after over a decade of asking, with a whole lot of imagery, a whole lot of videos. They are involved or they are incompetent. Either way, get it on video with them on speakerphone. Tell them you can AT&T phone records all you want. We've got your PHONEGATE on video. And yeah, put the addresses of AT&T employees. They openly conduct harassment noise techniques, military style. So put the addresses and show up on a Sunday morning. Turn that noise on. They've been overworked when they've had a few at the bar, when they're getting high. You try to call me with them on speakerphone and parking a noisemaker outside their home, AT&T's employees' home. That will help the process. They'll tell you what treason AT&T is involved with besides hijacking America's lifeline. Timestamp on your phone, number dial. Put that X on the AT&T employees. Find out what they're doing. Are they planning an invasion? Are they planning a revolution? Get it out of them. Get them a little angry. That's what they're trying to do with noise making in a closed parking lot where it should be turned off altogether. Get them a little angry and they'll tell you what Randall Stephenson, CEO, is doing to compromise our security as a nation. So Jake is a new employee in Dallas. AT&T headquarters, and he opened the wrong door and there's Randall Stephenson. His private office there. His hands in the blood. Yet when he can find someone at a hospital, when those lifelines have been hijacked, like your lifeline, your family's lifeline's hijacked when you try to call me, Randall Stephenson gets the blood of the victims from the hospital, from the morgue, and he soaks his hands in that blood. Easter Sunday, and Father Olfactory has a whole bunch of fives with AT&T's employees' numbers and addresses on the backs of them. The same with the generals and the colonels. He knows that AT&T's hands are very bloody, and he's going to get those lower level folks to talk about what treason Randall Stephenson has them involved in. Yeah, I just witnessed the devil Lori taunting next door, turning the noise on, the Lori backup noise. I get out my phone to make a video, it's turned off. Second I put the phone down, it's turned back on again. It's Lori Devil with her impersonators of me. Get those documentary videos going worldwide. And yes, he tells them you call up all these folks, you put them on speakerphone, you try to call Melton. Show them your phone hijacked. Get their reaction post. I'm Melton, John Melton Brady, graphic artist, having my livelihood AT&T. Try to call me right now and see your livelihood AT&T, because whatever boring thing you get, it's not going to be boring if you need the firemen, police, paramedics. It's money out of your pocket every day. Oh, I can't find it. The Trump's PHONEGATE yes image that says that. Whatever boring thing you get, it's not going to be boring if you need the firemen, police, paramedics, money out of your pocket, your AT&T livelihood. It got them the intense Randall Stephenson and others AT&T hatred, Mormon Muslim hatred in AT&T and the apartment down below. Got them this. Form that Mormon, Muslim hatred. Call this. You get them angry. You call them 24/7, 365. They don't mind disturbing me. AT&T's Randall's thugs were before and after 7 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. Several videos about their hatred with that noise they can turn off. It's hatred. So it got them this image, the Mormons, the Muslims. Call them up. All on American soil. You can't reach me. You want to know what their part is? Do they know anybody who's got a part in it? What are you doing with that? And yeah, get them angry. When they start screaming decadent Americans, the Mormons or the Muslims, yeah, some truth is going to come out that's going to protect America. Get it on video. Randall Stephenson, AT&T executive, is preparing for a meeting. He's a little on edge. And he says to those tech guys who have just swept the room, there are no bugs here, right? And they say, no, we checked, there's not there. He says, because I heard the Alexander project got out. And he's a little upset about that. They go to the meeting, and yeah, Harry just down the hollow little way in the smallest office they got, he's noticed the duct works very well for acoustics, and he lets that audio maker on his phone go. And yes, the guy outside staring at him, through the glass window, he's getting some good stuff too. They're both tired of folks parking outside their houses because of what the executives are doing and turning on that backup noise that they used to harass a man in a wheelchair. They're both tired of that. Harry and the guy outside the window there of the boardroom. Like that video, post that video. Whatever you get when you don't get me. And yeah, call up Randall Stephenson, CEO, and all kinds of executives. Get them on speakerphone. Get them angry. They'll tell you what else they're doing besides being an incredibly active part in Trump's PHONEGATE, compromising our security as a nation. That is AT&T requesting that you call all employees of theirs up 24/7, ask them what they are doing to threaten the security of America. Not 1-911 Flight 93 checking over a decade of asking. No certified mail, no non-certified mail about those 93 checks or any of my 93 check imagery. Put them on speakerphone. You try to call me. You tell them you can alter phone records all you want. I've got your PHONEGATE. America has your PHONEGATE AT&T on video. Lower level employees, you call them enough, they will tell you what treason Randall Stephenson, CEO, is up to. Here AT&T interrupting Melton's doing, or just plain hear their commercial for censorship on TV or with Spectrum doing their harassment techniques. They own Spectrum. Now 1-911 Flight 93 checking over a decade of asking, guys. I'm eating, so I'm going to make it quick. But yes, when they go the extra effort to time their harassment with dinner, that means the Chinese are near. And yeah, that's Chinese. The AT&T charging you extra money to conduct their revolution, to conduct their war against the American people. Make that video right now. That's your family's lifeline. 424-229-4140. Put Randall Stephenson's numbers on the backs of those 5, these executives. Try to call me with them on speakerphone. Tell them. It doesn't matter how many phone records you alter, AT&T. We've all got your AT&T PHONEGATE on video. Timestamp on your phone, number dial 424-229-4140. Address is 4260 Eagle Rock Boulevard, apartment 409, John Melton Brady, Los Angeles, California 90065. Melton. Ask the generals about that mail, though. I don't think the AT&T is still in the mail. They might be storing it somewhere, you never know, but check in post on 5 right now. A man talking about getting some TNT. Simplify, aim high, fly five, win. Put every AT&T employee's number on the backs of my 93 check imagery, and you give them all the noise their blackened heart and soul wants. You get them talking, and they will tell you exactly what Randall Stevenson and his executives and management are doing that is going to threaten the security of our nation. That does not involve the hijacking of lifelines. Document that. 424-229-4140. Make that video, post that video. Oh yeah, they say the darndest things that aren't audible over there as well. Use that as well in your neck of the woods to find out what dangerous folks are planning. Invasion, revolution. Just gonna send a message in your neighborhood when that phone don't work. In an emergency, get them all on video, whatever they're planning. Do some intel, and you don't have to be nice. These folks love noise. They love harassment. Throw that hatred right back at them. AT&T wants you to park noisemakers outside of their homes and call them 24/7. Put their names on all names and addresses of all AT&T employees. They bought Spectrum because I've been asking for a 911 Flight 93 check that you check in your phone and read to me. For a decade I have yet to get one. So they bought Spectrum to harass a man in a wheelchair. And you. That's your family's lifeline not working when you try to call me. 424-229-4140. I'm working on a new version of Military Children's Burn Unit, Flight 93 check. And whatever boring thing you get is not going to be boring if you need the firemen, police, paramedics. So get it on video right now and tell AT&T with them on speakerphone. You can alter your phone records all you want. America has your PHONEGATE on video. Here AT&T's hate of a man in a wheelchair and you. That's your family's lifeline they're hijacking. Not one 911 Flight 93 check in over a decade of asking. Turn that hate right back around. All AT&T employees, put them on the back of any of my 93 check imagery, and I have a whole lot of it over the past decade. Whatever you like. Oh, there's their 5. Put their numbers, put their address. You park your noisemaker outside of AT&T's homes. Those lower level employees will tell you what the upper level folks are doing to compromise the security of America, as well as our families, our individuals. So yeah, put their numbers on the back spot. If you call them 24/7, don't be afraid to be a little mean. They park their noisemakers outside a handicapped man's apartment, his home. You park your noisemakers out there and you call them 24/7. You get them when they just had a fight with a girlfriend, when Randall Stevenson, CEO, has been overworking them, and they'll tell you what else they're doing, what other treason their company is taking part in. Hear AT&T's harassment commercial? See it on TV. Or hear it. They can turn that noise off. They're conducting harassment of a man in a wheelchair and 500 apartment complex besides the one I'm in. Make that video of America's Hijacked Lifelines with Randall Stevenson, CEO of Mega Monopoly, AT&T. Make that video of Randall Stevenson. On speakerphone. As you try to call me, tell him, doesn't matter how many phone records you alter, Randall, all of America has your PHONEGATE on video. Timestamp on your phone, number dial. Hear Randall Stevenson's harassment of a man in a wheelchair and your family. 911 flight 93, checking post and 5. You're trying to call me. You want to know why AT&T is compromising America's security and your family's security with their political, religious, and business censorship. Call them on that. It's lifeline censorship. Have their CEOs and AT&T's executives on speakerphone, and you try to call me. 424-229-4140. Tell me you can alter phone records all you want. America has a timestamp on your phone. Number dialed. We've got PHONEGATE on video. See a helicopter? 911, flight 93, checking post and 5. Make a video right now of your hijack call to me. Melton, not 911, flight 93, check call, and over a decade of asking. No certified mail about those 93 checks. After I've been asking with a whole lot of videos and graphic art over that decade. Remember to put the generals and colonels numbers on the backs of these fives and AT&T executives numbers on the backs of these fives, their photos. Vote-truth.blogspot.com should be where you can find these. If not, look at your better bars, parties, military bases for folks with stuff on flash drives. And yes, have that AT&T executive on speakerphone as you're trying to call me. 424-229-4140. Tell them you can alter phone records all you want. All of America has AT&T's PHONEGATE on video. Timestamp on your phone and my number dial. Remember to post. Trail or two next to the sun. 911 flight 93, checking post in 5. You're trying to call me Melton. You got the timestamp on your phone. Make the video of your phone or someone else's phone, their family's lifeline, being hijacked as you try to call me. Now 911 flight 93, checking over a decade of asking. So put AT&T's employees' numbers on the backs of those fives, and you try to call me with them on speakerphone. You tell them you can AT&T phone records, you can alter phone records all you want. America, you have their AT&T PHONEGATE on video. What else are they planning? What are they planning with the hijacked lifelines? Invasion? Revolution? Remember, when you hear AT&T requesting that you place a noisemaker outside of their homes, all AT&T employees, and you call them 24/7 to see what their part is in America's hijacked lifeline, to see what else Randall Stevens, CEO of AT&T, is up to. When you hear that noise, that's them requesting. It stopped rather abruptly, but it's a very high-pitched. Well, I'm working on a new military children's burn unit check. Whatever boring thing you get when you try to call me, Melton, it's not going to be boring if you need the firemen, police, paramedics. It's money out of your pocket every day, but yeah, that lifeline's the most important thing. So, get Randall Stevenson and all CEO, all executives of AT&T on speakerphone, and you try to call me, all employees. The lower level ones will tell you what the higher level ones are involved in as far as treason. Get them on speakerphone, try to call me and say you can AT&T, you can alter all phone records for a decade of me asking for a 911 flight 93 check, but you've got AT&T's PHONEGATE on video. You got the timestamp on your phone, you got the number dial. Remember to post. 911 flight 93, checking post in 5. You're trying to call me Melton, and you want to know why America's security as a nation and as families and individuals is being compromised by very easily documented censorship. lifeline censorship. Put the numbers of AT&T employees, especially the executives, on the backs of these files. In particular, they're AT&T 5, which I don't have handy. But yeah, tried to call them. Call them, tried to call me. Put the numbers on the backs of the 5s, hand them out at church, at work, at school. Tell everyone, call them up, all hours of the day. They're conducting harassment techniques. Bought out Spectrum to do that. Call them any day of the week, any hour of the day, home, office, landline, cell phone, and you ask them, what is it you're doing that is compromising our security? What else are you doing? Don't get them a little angry. They'll talk for hours about what they're involved in. Timestamp on your phone, number dialed. You tried to call me with them on speakerphone. And you ask them, why do you hate so much? That's my family's lifeline. When else would my family's lifeline not be allowed to work because of what you're doing, AT&T? Why are you harassing a man in a wheelchair in Eagle Rock in Los Angeles? And yes, you can AT&T phone records all you want. We've got your PHONEGATE AT&T on video. Do that. Timestamp on your phone, number dialed, hand those numbers out left and right so all Americans can make a documentary video of AT&T's harassment of America. That's our lifeline's not working. Their active part in it. Well, that one took off quick. Meaning he's involved with impersonating. And because he's going in there, more than likely with management of AT&T, or at least Spectrum, manager of some kind. 911 Flight 93, check and post is 5. It's a state's event. Believe it or not, you can play along with my documenting of the ways they use impersonators around here, of yours truly. But here's something you can document right now. Timestamp on your phone, number dialed. All who have called me, tried to call me over the past decade. Yeah, whatever boring thing you got, not me. And yes, AT&T worried enough about their PhoneGate to alter phone records to cover them up. Get that on video. Timestamp on your phone, number dialed. With AT&T on speakerphone. You want to either you don't get my impersonator. You need impersonator industries of epic proportions. Disinformation campaign of epic proportions to have me ask for a 911 Flight 93 chick for over a decade and not get one, and not have reporters lined up around the block, and mayors and senators and governors who want to do the right thing. But there's something you can document. Tell AT&T, as you got them on speakerphone, your phone's not working, you try to call me, you're making a video of their PhoneGate. Timestamp on your phone, number dialed. Alter the phone records all you want. Participate in disinformation campaigns all you want. We've got AT&T's PhoneGate on video. Get Randall Stevenson, CEO's reaction and his executives in post. Air AT&T's hatred commercial on TV. Like I'm seeing it on the basketball final game here. I'm also seeing their hatred commercial in the parking lot. You see Spectrum? That's AT&T. They bought them to harass a man in a wheelchair who's been asking for 911 Flight 93 checks for over a decade and has yet to get one. So they're harassing a man in a wheelchair, and that's your family's lifeline not working. Call AT&T on that. Put the numbers of their executives on the backs of these files. Oh, generals and colonels as well. My mail about those 93 checks disappears as well. That fall under their category. Put the numbers on the back spots. Call them up. 24/7, 365. See if you can determine what threat to American security they are an active part in, other than hijacking our lifelines and AT&T, our phone records. Tell them you got PHONEGATE, AT&T's PHONEGATE, many others PHONEGATE as well on video. Timestamp on your phone. Number dial. And yeah, it's a commercial right now, but it's not an AT&T commercial. They time that in that fashion so that I don't get them on video showing their hatred as their commercials on TV. That's the devil. Call them on it. Here's 911 Flight 93, checking posting 5. Trying to call me Melton. You want to know why America's lifelines are being hijacked when you do? Been asking for 93 checks of America's lifelines for over a decade. Have yet to get one. That's a lot of mass censorship conducted with AT&T connected. So put the numbers of AT&T's executives on the backs of these files. So generals and colonels. Got to weed out the dishonest ones. On the backs of those files, you call them up. You put them on speakerphone. You try to call me. 424-229-4140. Make that video, post that video. Whatever you get when you don't get me, tell Randall Stevenson and all of his executives. Doesn't matter how much you AT&T those phone records. America has your PHONEGATE on video. Call up Randall Stevenson. That's the sound of him backing in AT&T out of the threat to American security and the phone monopoly business. Remember, get all AT&T employees, including all Spectrum, formerly Time Warner Cable. They own Spectrum. Bought it to harass me in exactly that fashion. You get all AT&T employees screaming. Because that's how you're going to find out what other than hijacking America's lifeline that Randall Stevenson, based in Dallas, Texas, and his executives and his janitors are involved in. Lower level folks going to tell you everything. 911 Flight 93 checking posting 5. Defend America, all soldiers, by getting and handing out all AT&T employees' numbers and home addresses so that you can park that hatred in front of their house. Put the screws on and find out what other treason, what other offense, what other threat to American security these folks are taking part in. 911 Flight 93 checking post in 5. They expose those dangerous cowards harassing a man in a wheelchair, hijacking your child's lifeline as you try to call me, for what they are. Get them screaming and get them telling you what they are a part of. Remember the Mormon cult case in the neighborhood, when only one's home or your kids after school. Get those perverts as well. 911 Flight 93 check and post in 5. Post. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, 100 more. Throw that hatred back at the Mormons, the Chinese, AT&T. Amplify, aim high, fly, fight, win. This man right here making it incredibly personal. You park that hatred outside his car, outside his house, and you get that hatred, threatening America's security, threatening your family's security. Semper Fi, aim high, fly, fight, win. This we will defend America from that coward right there. Post. Whatever he screams out that is threatening America's security, you get it on video, you post. What's that noise? That's AT&T requesting that you put every AT&T employee on the back of this image. Print as 4x6, whatever you want, but get AT&T's bloody hands. Not one 911 Flight 93 chick that you calling me up actually reached me, and knowing that your phone's allowed to work all the time, or at least most of the time, huh? I can tell you, I haven't gotten one 911 Flight 93 chick in a decade of asking. That's a lot of stolen calls, hijacked calls with AT&T's bloody hands, altering phone records to cover up their crimes. Ask them if they're planning a revolution, invasion. Call the lower level folks up 24/7. Park your noisemakers outside their house, their homes, and you call them up 24/7. Get them when they're angry. Get them when they're partying on their day off. You get the truth out of them. What else besides hijacking our lifelines are you an active part in as an AT&T employee? Get the reaction? Post. Do that military children's burn unit, Flight 93. Check to see AT&T's bloody hands. Post. We the people must be the reporters. Do that. Tell the world to 911 Flight 93. Check the postal 5 with AT&T on speakerphone. All of them. Every employee they got. Call them 24/7. You get the truth out of them about what else they're doing besides hijacking your call to you. Your phone didn't work well in an emergency. Your AT&T phone, your lifeline. Yeah, that's the folks next door who quite often today and recently have turned off. And some of that's just chance happening. But when I get my phone out or my Nikon out and they turn off, you should have seen it if you've seen the last minute parable video made with this phone. Very loud, unless it's been altered. And that's done a lot. But when I get the phone out, it goes silent. Keep listening, keep watching AT&T. You'll learn something on your way back and out of the threat to security of America business. Here AT&T requesting that you place noisemakers outside their homes. Tell the world to do that. AT&T is worried about me asking you for a 911 Flight 93 check and not getting one check of America's lifelines for over a decade of asking. They're worried enough to alter phone records to cover it up for that decade. You put all AT&T employees on the backs of fives. Their numbers, their addresses too. They like the noise. It's a closed parking lot. It's not a safety issue. They're disturbing, they're harassing 6 different apartment complexes because I've been asking you to check your lifeline for over a decade and I've yet to get one call. So you park your noisemakers outside of AT&T's employees' homes. Call them up 24/7. I guarantee you get them at just the right moment. They will tell you what AT&T is doing when they're angry enough to compromise the security of America and our families, other than hijacking the lifelines, which is of course a security issue for our nation and our families. You need the firemen, you can't reach them, we can't reach them in a timely fashion. Yeah, their employees are requesting that you place noisemakers outside their homes. Do that. Call them 24/7. Do a little intel for America. Same with the generals. It's kind of hard to do that, like, yes, on the military base there, but you mail me something with a GPS on it, phone, laptop, it will be stolen if it's got my address on it by those with bloody hands hijacking your lifelines. They'll steal it, use that GPS to find out where America's stolen their warehouses are. Remember to post. The helicopter check America's lifeline. Trying to call me? You want to know when else America's lifelines won't be allowed to work because you can't reach me. Make that video whenever you hear AT&T's commercial for censorship in a parking lot near you, or you see AT&T's commercial on the TV. Find the numbers of Randall Stephenson, CEO, and they bought out Spectrum so they could harass the man in a wheelchair who's been telling you about your hijacked lifelines for over a decade. So put AT&T's executives on the backs of these fobs, hand them out left and right at church, at work, at school. Tell everyone. Make that video of America's hijacked lifelines in front of Randall Stephenson and other AT&T executives. Tell them you can AT&T those phone records, alter those phone records all you want. America has PHONEGATE, your PHONEGATE, on video. Remember, when you hear Lori's hatred, that's that noise you just heard as this video starts. It's that backup noise. In AT&T's parking lot that they don't need to have because it's a gated parking lot, and they have 6 at least apartment complexes in close proximity. When you hear that backup noise, remember to do that military pit bull project thing, that Mormon, Muslim, AT&T call list kind of thing. Let them know. Keeping an eye on them. You call them up, you try to call me, Melton, with them on speakerphone. And in particular with the AT&T folks, you tell them you can alter phone records all you want. We've got your PHONEGATE on video. Time on your phone, number dialed. They've been altering phone records for a decade. Here, AT&T's harassment of a man in a wheelchair. Realize it's your harassment too, and you're paying for AT&T to conduct those very obvious harassment techniques against more than just me. Oh, lots of other folks have their phones. AT&T, because they've got AT&T as their phone provider, and AT&T practices openly political, religious, and business censorship. Make that video of you trying to call me with Randall Stephenson and other AT&T executives on speakerphone. You tell them it doesn't matter how many phone records you alter, all of America has AT&T's PHONEGATE on video. Put the spotlight on it. AT&T's hatred commercial. Make a video of your call to Randall Stephenson, CEO, or be it on TV or in a lot near you. Put Randall Stephenson's AT&T executives number and all AT&T executives. Randall's the CEO from what I understand. Call them up. Try to call me, Melton, with them on speakerphone. Tell them that's your family's lifeline. When it's not working when you're trying to call me, you don't know when else your phone won't be allowed to work. And tell them you can AT&T phone records all you want. All of America has your crimes on video. You're compromising of our security on video. Get Randall's reaction, the executive's reaction. Post with people must be the reporters, and remember to call me up in front of reporters. Show them how to do their job. With easily document censorship, no mail in that decade of me asking for 93 takes with all kinds of imagery and all kinds of videos. Make that video, post that video of PHONEGATE. AT&T employees love that backup noise. You make sure they hear it 24/7, 365. Then you find out what treason, what threat to American security they're involved in, other than harassing a man in a wheelchair while he eats and hijacking your family's lifeline. Livelihood as well, whatever you get, they try to call me. That's your gates, your AT&T livelihood, you get it on video. Timestamp on your phone, number dialed, you call up those AT&T executives, AT&T employees. Not making as much money, perhaps. You call them up and you get them angry as anything, and you find out what threat to America other than hijacking our lifelines they are a part of. Remember to post it. 424-229-4140. You can AT&T your phone records all you want, you tell them. We got your PHONEGATE on video. Remember to honk when you see AT&T employees, wherever they might be. They are conducting domestic terrorism. That's your family's lifeline. You don't know when else it won't be allowed to work. They're conducting domestic terrorism against you. Call them on that, and you find out what else they are involved in. Because those generals sure the hell aren't doing their job. Remember to wake them up 24/7. All soldiers, you have taken oaths to protect America. You got to protect America from the generals, apparently, being treasonous. They don't know what a 9/11 Flight 93 check is. I guess that's from about a decade ago. That class strap label there. I don't know. I'll have to check. They don't know what a 9/11 Flight 93 check is. They are dangerously incompetent as generals or as a phone monopoly. You wake them up 24/7 like they wake me up, and you find out which they are. We need new folks in those boots and those suits. Get it going. That is every single AT&T employee requesting that you park noisemakers outside of their house, their home, and call them up 24/7, hand their numbers out to others, because you're going to witness their threat to American security when you try to call me. 424-229-4140, not one 9/11 Flight 93 check. With a whole lot of different imagery over the years. Not one 9/11 Flight 93 check, with all of my videos as well. Make that video, your hijack call to me with all AT&T employees on speakerphone. You get them a little angry, they'll tell you what else they're doing besides compromising our security as a nation. Pretty shy. Can't pay attention to directions either. Harassing a man in a wheelchair and your child. Pick up your child's lifeline. Try to call me, 424-229-4140. See that man right there making it personal with you and me. So you get, he's thinking of running at this point. Son of a carpenter Mary gift. You get every AT&T employee. They've requested that hatred noise right there. Semper Fi, give it to them. When they are screaming, you ask them what else besides hijacking America's lifeline, what treason, what threat to our security are you involved in? And I guarantee you he's going to tell you. Get it out of him. It's intel. Park that noise outside his house and you call him up when he's drunk, when he's high, when he's overworked, in the middle of the night, and you ask him, when else are you going to be threatening my child and our nation? And he's going to tell you, Semper Fi, aim high, fly, fight, win, this we will defend America, by putting AT&T's hatred, throwing it right back at them, finding out what else they're up to besides treason, hijacking of lifelines in an easily documented way. Look at this guy. He does not know how to park, or he's being as Lori Light, my personal knife in the back in Louisiana, a sister, as he can be. Here AT&T, with Lori's hatred noise, the backup noise there. They're in a closed parking lot, and that's a little low. But whenever you hear that backup noise or you hear a siren, try to call me, 424-229-4140. Make that video whatever you get when you don't get me, Melton. Been asking for Flight 93 checks for over a decade. I have yet to get one. That's a lot of mass censorship conducted. Do that. Get that timestamp on your phone. Get the number dialed, and you tell everyone. They can AT&T phone records all they want. You've got their PHONEGATE on video. Employee right there disturbing the peace at night in coordination with folks out at the street. But that man right here wants you to play all kinds of noise at his home. Do that. Find out what treason, what threat to security other than hijacking your lifeline he's involved in. Semper Fi, aim high, fly, fight, win, this we will defend. Make a video of Randall Stevenson having noise hatred applied to him and his family because he requested it. Find out what treason, what threat to our security other than hijacking America's lifelines and AT&T and phone records he's involved in. That man right there too. Might be two of them. That's the passenger door.